we can do with these enforcers.
Excellent. Great. Okay, just remember...
Yeah, they're really nasty. Got it.
Good for you, you're listening. There they are. Oh boy, if they only knew what was coming.
Slowly. Stay behind me and shut up, okay?
No problem, boss. Anything you say, boss.
I need to keep going. I know I could have done a lot more for Dex, but it's still not too late.
Yeah, I don't think talking's gonna work with these guys.
We'll see.
Hey, what is that?
Quick question. Did you visit the Berserker's fort sometime in the last few weeks?
What? You want to know if we belong to that backwards pack in Tavar? What gave you that idea? We're outlaws, from the crater.
See this guy? Says you beat up his friend.
What? Fox? Yeah, we know him. He told you we beat up his friend? We kicked the shit out of him.
I see.
Yeah. Son of a bitch tried to pickpocket me. And when I caught him, he tried to run away.
Why am I not surprised?
I couldn't say. But I can say that you have a problem on your hands.
Oh yeah?
If you're seen getting around with that clown, then your rep as an outlaw will definitely suffer. So, I guess it's time I put you out of your misery.
We'll see about that.
I suppose we will.
Where was I?
I need help!
Your face in! I was saying something, right? I told ya. Come on, let's go. When do you suppose was the last time someone mopped around here?
This won't take long!
Well, that was really something.
They obviously met you before.
Seemed that way, right?
So when were you gonna tell me that you were the friend these guys beat up?
Didn't I tell you that already? Pretty sure I did. Been such a long time, you know, I get confused.
Yeah, sure. I guess now that they're dead, they won't be able to tell your friends at the fort about how they beat you up.
Would you look at that?
You better not pull anything like that again.
Of course, won't happen again. Totally promise.
You know, I'm starting to think you don't really care about your reputation at the fort.
I do. I do. It's just, none of my plans have worked out so far.
I noticed. Might want to workshop your approach.
Don't worry, I'm gonna think of something really amazing for next time.
Guess I can't stop you.
Hey, how about a little faith? I just need a little bit more time, but I'll get there. You'll see.
Stay here.
Okay.
This must be a joke.
She's an incredible woman, don't you think?
Not now. I have more than enough problems of my own to deal with.
Can't right now. Thanks, idiot. I don't need you anymore. I'll skin you alive! Oh!
Follow me.
All right.
I don't get why you keep making things so hard for yourself.
Hey, I climbed the Berserker ranks faster than anyone before. Right to where I am now, which is high enough, thanks.
I find that hard to believe.
Hey, the higher the rank, the more
You'll
responsibility.
regret this!
Where's the fun in that?
Let's just leave it there.
This is the last warning I'm sending you. I'm fed up of your underhanded ways. 3 deliveries have been lost to a group of Reavers already this month. I heard you were spotted near that big Reaver camp. If I find out that you have your filthy little fingers in that pie, I'll cut off your head.
That didn't work.
Okay, well, that's enough for me.
This won't take long!
Excuse me. Yes, you. Haven't seen you around here before. Well, whatever your reasons for coming here, we clerics aren't in the business of turning people away. That said, it's my duty to make sure every traveler who arrives here knows how we run things. No stealing and no fighting. Understood?
That's right. So please, get out of my way.
You know, that kind of attitude won't impress anyone around here. In fact, it's likely to get you into trouble. So, how about I give you a guided tour? It's quiet right now. I can leave my post for a while. Along the way, you could try improving your attitude. You didn't come all this way just for me to throw you out on your ass. Unless you have any more questions.
You don't look like a cleric. Not like any I've ever seen.
Ha! I'd much rather be wearing the official uniform, but we have limited resources.
So where did that armor come from?
A while ago, our scouts came across some berserkers and Morkons fighting. The berserkers were completely outnumbered, didn't have a chance. The Morkons wiped them out and just left their corpses where they fell. It was the scouts' duty to give them a half-decent burial.
But it wasn't possible to bury them with such bulky armor?
Yeah, though as you can see, it's been put to good use. We clerics do not tolerate wastefulness.
Tell me, are you the only guard at this gate?
Yes, if you don't count the combat mechs. Completely unreliable, those things. Too glitchy. Anyway, I can't complain. It's a solitary job, but my work allows everyone to sleep soundly. I'm proud of that. A cleric dedicates their life to saving others.
How are things here?
These are troubled times. We've been attacked, displaced, scattered. There's a risk that our community, our identity, will be lost forever. People are losing hope. They don't believe this situation will ever change.
You share that view?
No, unlike some, I still have faith. Don't get me wrong, we're not all in despair. Some of us still believe we have a future. If we can regroup, focus on things we can achieve, not what we can't, play to our strengths. If we can do that, I'm certain our ranks will start to increase again.
I'd like a tour of the base.
Granted, with pleasure. Stay close to me, okay? First, I'll show you the habitat. It's where all the acolytes sleep. You can get some shut-eye there too if you like. I expect you're tired from such a long journey. Just pick whichever bed looks good to you. There's more than enough to go around.
Gather the ammunition that's still lying around out there. Stockpile and maintain your weapons. And when it comes to it, do what needs to be done. Soon, we will be looking.
Here we are. Take a quick look inside. I don't mind waiting.
Okay, back in a moment.
All right.
This is Herbert speaking to... the dangers of the desert. The heat out there is one thing, but Berserker man... This is Herbert, broadcasting from the earth. To all those who have seen a mutant and survived, remember what Elex... Don't let the great danger of the new Elex blind you from the danger...
Back so soon? Then let's get going.
Please, let's continue the tour.
Well, that is the plan. Although, there's something I need to ask you first. Are you a believer?
I am.
Good. Then I've got a surprise for you. Brother Johannes is about to start a prayer service. We'll be just in time for it. Oh, darn it. I guess I spoiled the surprise. Let me take you there.
It's better to stick to the reliable advantage of technology. Whether it's a shotgun or a laser weapon, anything.
When I do have time to myself, a quiet moment, I find solace in prayer. Outsiders often find this hard to understand. But let me tell you, 1 week at my post would make anyone start to believe. The canteen is right next door, by the way. The selection is, well, limited. But if you chew a little longer than usual, you should be able to keep it down. Looks like we're right on time. Listen to Johannes for as long as you want. If you like the sermon, I don't mind staying to the end. Just let me know when you've had enough.
Brothers and sisters, hear me. I have been blessed with another revelation. A message has come to me. A message of hope and peace. You call yourselves exiles, but here you have found a new home. You call yourselves lost, but the Creator shows you the way. You call yourselves powerless, but prayer gives you strength every hour of every day. If you accept the Creator as your Savior, you will achieve enlightenment. Who can doubt His glory?
I can. The Creator is testing you! Show some faith!
My son, how can you deny the truth?
Because we're poor and afraid and have nothing to eat. This community, it's built on sand. One gust of wind and it's all gone.
And yet still we stand. From the ashes we rose. Now our numbers are increasing. You cannot deny the Creator's miracles.
The real miracle is that I'm still here. I've had enough of this bullshit.
He who rejects the hand of the Creator will be subject to His judgment. Praise be to you all. Now go. Feast upon the fruits of your labor. May the Creator bless you.
There goes another.
Another?
That man who left during the sermon? He's the 4th one this month. Not everyone shares our optimism about the future. People are losing faith, turning to other activities to find solace. I just don't understand. Our faction serves the common good of all mankind, yet still, people turn their backs on us. But I must be stoic. I'm losing enough sleep over this already. On we go. I'm glad you listened to the sermon right up to the end. Words can be extremely persuasive, though it's essential we turn those words into action. They're also a major source of comfort and support. It takes a believer to understand that, like you and me. That's the Regent's Citadel. Next to that are the archives. The Citadel is where our people conduct vital research. The archives are where they safely store that knowledge. Not the kind of work that I'm interested in. Let's not go inside. You'd be bored to tears, and I'm trying to make this tour interesting. Come on, nearly done.
If I have stuff I don't need, where can I offload it?
Maybe talk to Vivian in the merchant storehouse. Head to the southern side of the castle. Go left as you enter through the gate. Okay, that's about it. You should have a rough idea of where everything is. And don't forget, if any of the buildings spark your curiosity, just go inside and say hello.
Just like that?
As long as you don't get in anyone's way, no one will mind. This is the Judicator's Basilica. Humble folks like us tend not to hang around here, unless you're standing accused of something. I suggest you be extremely careful what you say and do in Hagen's presence. He's in charge of passing out sentences.
Hypothetically, if someone was to, forget to follow the rules, what's the penalty? Dish duty? Something else?
Do we need to have another private talk?
Okay, calm down. It's just a question.
Conduct yourself like a true cleric. Hagen can answer any further questions. I'm sure there'll be plenty. I'll go back to my post. If you're ever in need of some company, please come by and say hello. Goodbye for now.
You and I have met before. Where have I seen that face? I think you've confused me with someone else.
Maybe you're right. I trained so many recruits back in the day, all the faces start to blend together. Finding a single half-decent recruit is a near impossible task. So I'll get to the point. Are you gonna help us out or not?
I came here looking for a place to sleep. That's all.
Don't worry. You'll get one. Look, anyone who works for me gets food, shelter, and fair pay for a day's work. Think it over. My door is always open. You'll find me a fair boss. I always speak my mind, even if I do seem a little blunt at times. Take this. Use it to pick up your rations in the canteen.
Wow. After that effort, we better be getting a full 5-course meal.
You really need to learn when to keep your trap shut.
It's no problem. I'm used to ignoring impertinence. Any other questions? Fire away. Anytime.
What can I do to help?
Simple. Go where help is needed. Then help. As far as I'm concerned, that's all it takes for me to treat you as a cleric.
That's it?
I'm a soldier. I don't like to overcomplicate things. I can't provide you with a uniform, though. We are all out of those.
You're kidding me.
No. Our armorer offers the standard protective gear, but no uniforms. The only one left is a regent's uniform, and I'm not giving that to you.
Why not?
Well, more accurately, I'm not giving it to you yet. You'll have to earn it, and that won't be easy. If the armor's really what you want, you need to gain access to the Alps.
Infiltrate them.
Right. I told you it wouldn't be easy. I'll also tell you why this is so important to us. Ever since they began occupying Ignadon, the Alps have left us in peace. Unfortunately, there's no guarantee they'll keep that up. The Alps are a threat we can't ignore, so I'd like to be as informed as possible. It's not enough to be one of their scouts. Gain the rank of trooper, and then we'll talk.
Not bad.
I have to go out for a while.
What do you think of the clerics?
I mean, what should I think of them?
If you want to buy something, go see my merchants. They'll sell you what we can spare.
What do you make of this?
Let me see it. Give it to me. Who gave you this piece of crap?
I was told you'd take it off my hands.
What am I supposed to do with some worthless scrap metal?
Worthless. It's gold.
Oh yeah? Take a closer look. It's iron with gold coloring. And I'm not even sure it's real iron. Someone ripped you off.
I better go back to the fort, sort this all out.
Who was it? I mean, they seem to know me, right?
Said his name was Hank.
Doesn't ring any bells. But who'd use their real name in this line of work, huh? Whoever it was, they thought I'd be fooled by this. Didn't realize I'm not a simple merchant. I have experience in dealing in stuff like this. Hey, maybe if you hurry, you can catch them before they get away.
What are you doing here?
It's my job to catalog and ration the supplies in the castle, which means I'm busy. So if you don't want anything, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't bother me anymore.
You need help with your work?
Ah, so that's what you're after. You want a job. Well, if you want to help out, I always need supplies. So if you have any long-life food you want to get rid of, give it to me. Our trade convoy has gone missing, and there are no supplies coming in, which is a big problem.
What happened to your trade convoy?
If only I knew. They should have been here long ago. But if you're looking for work, I'd pay you to find them if you can, and help them if they're still alive.
We can take care of that in no time. That'll be 3,000 shards.
Sorry, are you the one calling the shots now?
Hey, I'm just trying to improve our finances.
In that case, I'd prefer to discuss the details with you in private.
About the trade convoy. Where should I start looking for them?
They can't be that far away, actually. I know they were on their way back from the Berserkers. They're probably somewhere between the fort and our castle.
I'll find them for you.
I'll make it worth your time. If you can help them reestablish their trade routes, I will reward you handsomely. And if they're dead, well, at least then I'll know I don't have to keep on waiting.
I have some supplies for you.
You know, I'll only take large quantities off your hands. I can't do much with individual cans. Show me what you got.
I brought you some canned meat.
Thank you. Here's your payment.
That isn't enough. That isn't enough. That isn't enough. I have some bread to give.
Thanks a lot.
I mean, what should I think of them? There's not much to say about it.
Man, getting you to talk is like pulling teeth. But you're warming to me. I feel it.
No trace of Hank. Maybe one of the healers knows something. You know where Hank is?
Your pet? It had better not be anywhere around here. If that beast contaminates any of my vials or tinctures, you'll be responsible.
I mean Hank the Trader.
Hank the Trader? I'm certain I have no idea what you're talking about.
You have to know him.
Laddie, if I told you I found the Philosopher's Stone and now have the ability to create gold, would you believe me? If such a fellow exists, then he's nowhere around here. Anyway, someone like that, you're more likely to find him with Baxter's people than with us.
Teach me something.
Okay. What subject should we focus on?
Looks like a great place for a weenie roast, am I right? No? Oh, fine.
What now?
Welcome to orbit, my friend. You look like you've traveled a long way. Here's a little refreshment for you.
Are you this friendly to everyone who comes in here?
Now, most travelers are restless, suspicious. A friendly gesture can make all the difference. I've been running this radio station for years. I make sure people get the latest news. So it's nice when someone comes in to say hello.
Aren't you one of the clerics?
Yes, I am. For a long time, I felt like it was my mission to recruit new members. These days, though, my calling is to warn people about the threats facing Magellan. After all, we've all got to live here, haven't we?
Why is your station out here on the outskirts of a terrace?
I used to be stationed at the big dam back in the day. But sadly, my old station was overrun by mutants. So I went looking for the place where I could reach the most people. I found this mountain a few years ago, and that's when I started my second orbit.
So what's the news?
I'm sure you know more than I do. News from my brothers and sisters takes a while to reach me. But the mutant threat is always a top story. I hear things are particularly bad in the north, so if you head up there, make sure you're well armed.